Let's talk money. Right now, you might be freaking out. You must be in a lot of pain, a lot of fear, a lot of suffering, a lot of anxiety about how is the money going to come? Will it even come? When will it come? And you're scared about your future. If you're scared about money, this video is for you. Hello and welcome. My name is Kartika Nair and I am super happy to come here to share with you whatever I feel is the right thing for you right now, especially when you're in a survival mode around money. This video will also be beneficial for those who are not in survival stage right now. You're doing okay, but you want to go to the next level. So let's get started immediately. So the very first thing you need to do when it comes to making yourself rich again is, instead of saying I have no money, a lot of people come to me saying there's no money, there's no money, there's no money. Then I ask themselves, really, is there no money? And they're like, no, I mean, there is something. It's very little, I can't survive off of it, but there is something. So start there. Take that idea that there's no money and just chop it up into pieces, okay? Blow on it and let it disappear, and focus on what you do have right now. Even if it is 5 rupees in your bank account or 10 rupees in your bank account, start by acknowledging that there is presence of money in your life and appreciate with your heart. Open the lock, open it up with your heart. Appreciate the presence of money that is in your life right now, because money is only an energy game. That is it. Just master your energy around money. When you appreciate what you have, your heart opens up, and your heart is a magnet to attracting more things that make it feel loved and supported. Okay, so appreciate that. That is step number 1. So if you're going to do step number 1, comment below saying I appreciate the presence of money in my life. Start by acknowledging it. You're building a relationship with it. Okay, point number 2, there are always 3 components about money that you must remember and work on. Even if you have no time in the day to work on it, before sleep there is few seconds when you're still awake. Work on it at that time, or when you're awake, before you even put your feet on the ground after getting off your bed. Before you put the feet on the ground, work on these 3 things. The first thing is your relationship to money, which means you having loving, positive, happy, energetic, exciting thoughts about money, which means you're building a very positive, loving relationship with money, is an essential key element of attracting it in your life. I heard very recently in a beautiful video, I think it was by Andrea, I'm not sure, but she has amazing videos about financial freedom. I'll probably link. She doesn't know I'm making this video. She doesn't know me, but I've benefited a lot from her videos, so I'll link it in the description, her channel. She said something really wonderful. She said money is like, a boyfriend or a girlfriend. If you're constantly worried about, whether they texted you today or not, whether they called you today or not, you're constantly bothering them and telling them, why didn't you call me today? Why didn't you text me today? Why didn't you respond to this? Why didn't you do that? You become too clingy, and then that puts the other person off, and then they kind of create distance. That's called attachment. Attachment does that. It's a stinky energy. So instead, if you're playing it cool, because you know your value as a person, you know your value as a divine child of the universe, you know your value, the relationship comes to you, right? The boyfriend comes to you or the girlfriend comes to you, and you're in a state of calm, you're enjoying your present moment, you're enjoying yourself. That's how we allow things to come to us, as opposed to us chasing. They say Zen, right? Don't chase the butterfly, but tend to your garden. That is the same thing with money. Tend to your garden. Don't go chasing it mentally. How is it going to come? When is it going to come? It didn't come today. I didn't make sales. Dustbin for a few moments. Is this easier said than done? Yes, but it is done. It's possible that it can be done. So there are 3 things. Okay, first one was the relationship you build with money. How do you do that? You start making lists of positive thoughts that you have about money. Things like, I absolutely love the feeling of getting notifications of money coming into my account. I love that. Isn't that true? So make that list. I love the feeling of having more than enough money to pay somebody. I love that feeling of support. These are true thoughts. Make lists of thoughts that actually feel loving to you about money. So when you create a beautiful relationship with money, money begins to want to come to you. And it's not that money decides to come to you or not. Money has no free will. In fact, you're not waiting on money to come to you. You're actually creating the money. Okay, so you're the creator, not the waiter. You're the creator. Okay, so having said that, the second part of this 3-part thing that you must remember is self-concept. This is at the core. You must work on feeling that you are someone who is luxurious, who is wealthy, who is more than opulent. You must see yourself as that person. You must see yourself as that person. The bank account is just the shadow of your self-image. Your bank account, comment that below. Your bank account is only a shadow of your self-image. Your bank account is only a shadow of your self-image. Work on your self-image, not the shadow. The shadow will change as when the sun hits you, the shadow will change. When you're in a different angle, the shadow will change. Then the third part of it, which is so important, is learning to relax on this journey. Now, the problem is we're in survival, which means we don't trust the universe to provide for us. We have to provide for ourselves. But we don't know how to do it. But how is the universe's job to provide the how? Our job is to figure out what we want, why we want it, and why we love having it. That's all we need to do. What do we want, why do we want it, and why we love having it? The how is the universe. You know that, I know that. But how do we surrender to that? This is to just simply remind you that there is an intelligence right now that is beating your heart and taking care of you. There's an intelligence right now that is breathing for you and taking care of you. There's an intelligence right now that is growing your hair, that is replicating your cells. There is an intelligence that is living through you, living in your life. Trust that intelligence. Because if you trust it to keep you alive, why do you not trust it to keep you alive, if you know what I mean? Trust that there is a source, not out there, but already here. Put your hand on your heart and realize it's here, not somewhere out there for you to tap into. It's here. Trust that life is happening through you and not to you. So you just need to sort out your energy. That is the third part. So learning to breathe and relax through that anxiety. Allow that anxiety to come up. Watch it, let it feel like you're about to pass out, but then it will release. But take time, especially before you get up from bed and when you're going to bed. Take time to really settle down that anxiety, breathe through it, do any form of anxiety healing meditation or EFT, or even if you do put on your headphones and do an ASMR, something that allows you to relax yourself. Do that so the universe can start working in your life. Now that brings me to the last and final point. Is there something in your environment right now that you can sell? Are there old clothes that you can put up on a thrift shop? Are there old stuff that you don't need that you can sell? Is there any way in which you can start some form of a flow of money that you can then start appreciating and increasing the flow? So if there's something you can sell, if there is a product you can sell, if there's a service you can sell, get to it. Just jump into it. Don't think, when I don't know how old I was maybe in my early 20s, and I was building, financial funds in order to support my business. I would actually, on Christmas Day, I would learn these Christmas songs, and I would take my instrument, I would go out onto the colony where I lived, and I would teach Christmas songs to the kids and put up a Christmas show, and I charged a little bit per child, so I would get some funding. Then after that, I started teaching music classes to kids, then I started teaching guitar class to kids, then I got pulled to teaching in apartments, and you just do something that you can then start doing appreciation for, and what you appreciate will then appreciate. So if there's something you can do, there's always something you can do. Whatever you can figure out to do, just start with that. Don't wait till that big amazing business idea. I'll come. Assume it came already, but start with that. Okay? Celebrating. If you find somebody who has something you want, claim it. I own that now. Instead of, oh, these people have it, they're like this, they're like that. No, I claim it. I have that now. It's just an energy game. So if there's anything you can do to immediately start some flow in order for you to go from survival to a little bit of a comfortable space, do that. But during that whole process, work energetically. So if there's anybody here who's been benefited by what I had to say, please like this video and let me know what you took back from this video in the comment section. Let me know. And if there's some pattern that is repeating again and again in your financial life, or in your personal life, or in your romantic relationships, or in your family life, or in your health, and you want to break that pattern that's again and again happening, the same thing that keeps happening again and again, you want to break it, good news. On the 14th, 15th and 16th of October, which is just around the corner, these 3 dates, we are having a workshop for Synchroshakti Academy students. Now, if you're not an Academy student, you can still join. 6-hour workshop, 2 hours every day over 3 days, which is practical. It's based on deep meditation and written processes to break the pattern which is in the subconscious mind in order to give a new destiny a chance. So if you want to break a pattern that is happening in your life and you feel now is the time to break it, come for this workshop. You don't have to worry about money because it's just 555 rupees, $9. Come for it. If you feel it's the right time for you, come for it. You can see it, a link in the description. Come join. This is the timing is on the 14th. It is 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. On the 15th, it is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Indian Standard Time. On the 16th, it is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Indian Standard Time, and replays are available for those who cannot make it live. This is a practical deep healing class, so come. It's not just affirmations, it is something else. So come, experience it, and I look forward to seeing you there to break some patterns and experience a new destiny. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.